Good evening. I wasn't sure if I was going to be coming on or not. I have absolutely nothing planned, not even an idea in my head. And that is absolutely very, very rare. So maybe I'm going to look back at some notes or just talk about a few things I looked up today. I'm just a little bit tired. It's time for bed. What is this?
Ah, baby, ọmọ dúdú bí kórèsì. Mr. Tap Pants.
Yeah,
Tap.
let me shut this noise off.
How are you? My man. Man of the man. Man of the year. You are the man of the year. Coconuts, mommy coconuts. My lovely mommy. Coconuts. I love you, mommy. I love you, coconuts. Coconuts.
You like that?
Yeah. Accept request. It makes sense. It makes sense. Good. Nice one. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is
Yeah.
alphabet science.
Science. You are good in it.
I studied the alphabet.
You are good in this. You are a good person.
Hold on, somebody's trying to join this channel. I don't know why. How does this I don't know why somebody keeps adding this. Whoa. Do you see what's happening here? Hold
What's
on a
happening?
second. Hold on.
Mommy Cocolos, are you there?
Yeah, it's a battle. They want me to battle. I'm not looking to battle anybody. I'm just trying to prime myself. I should be ready to go since I got rid of some papers and I wrote down a whole bunch of stuff. And I got to go back and I'm like one of those big jet airplanes with a very, very small motor, and it's got to spin like a million miles an hour before I move 1 foot forward. You know what I'm saying? It's going like a million miles an hour. So everything's moving really quick. And it's like, is there really ever any silence? Even when I don't speak, I still can hear. I hear the motor of the something in the machines. Silence. I like to wear my hat. I hear my own voice vibrating. I like it. Is there anything anybody'd like to know in numbers? Good evening to, you know what I was going to put up here in the background? I was really looking to put up something like, oh my God, let me not get into trouble here. What's this? No, was that it? No. I was looking at this. I was trying to figure out which way can I go? How can I learn something new? I know when I see this word or this over here, 5. I was also looking at, and I'm looking at something else right now. Hold on. Planetary Magic Square. And Mars is working with 26. So Mars is working along with the Tzolk'in and the how old? Let me check that calendar out. See, what I do is I do what everybody else does. I just like it's fish upon a wish. I look at the numbers. I go, oh, the crisscross of magic square is 26, and the heart is 13. Okay. Okay, that works out 323. 323. So you can fit, okay, 323. The thing with 323 is there's two countable tens within. And you notice when I say two countable tens, it's almost 1 plus 0 is 1, right? So if it's like two countable tens, it's 1 plus 1 is 2. Then therefore 3 plus 2 equals to 5. And guess what? The number that crisscross, I should just show you, right? I mean, can you see, can you see you can't see the background. Now let me take this off. See that? I'm not sure if you can see it. let me fix this camera. Man, I'm starting really backwards. I'm starting on the wrong foot. So you see you have 3 here, 23 here, 15 here. But what happens if I only use these 9, right? What happens if I took the 9 of Earth, right, and put it into the, right? You see that? They call that Mars. And Mars, look at that. Why is it Mars? Mars is usually, let me see what Mars is. Let me see how this 3, 2, 6. We can change this code, you know. We should change this code. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can change this code. I want to change this code. So, 2. No, so we're gonna do this. 27 and 7, 9, 19 and 24, 7, 5, 20, 20. Okay, so what I want to do is actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this different. Take a screenshot. All I want to get is that copy. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so we need to, how do we paste it? Paste it. I don't understand this new one now. How do I do this? New save, print, edit. Oh, edit is copy, view, no. Images. Wow, I'm trying to see how I can paste it. Just give me a second, please. The old one was so easy to use. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm very not happy. Cut, copy, paste. There's no paste. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I didn't get it. Where was it? Oh, here's another game of numbers. Math problems. Okay, here's another game of numbers. This is a game with 3 cubes. It might look like dominoes, and that's another game we haven't gotten to yet. Dominoes, that's going to be a big one, eh? Right, look where it comes from. The 3 cubes come from here. Can you read it? Right? Why do you think everything is like the way it is on this planet? Right? Because that's what they call it. It's the plan of ET. And net is 10. PL. See what it is? And when you get 2 of these, I forget what the number that goes with this, but there's numbers that go along with this. Okay? I don't remember what it is. 180 degrees goes with number 6. Any triple number gets you 180 degrees. Any double number, okay, I forget what every double number gets you, but every triple number gets you 180 degrees, okay? And they separate it because they know that 3s are separated from a 4s. Wow, what other problem was I showing you before? Okay, it was this one, right? Okay, copy. Maybe that's what I didn't do before. Edit, view, paste. Oh, I got it. Okay. So now we have it over here. So now let me put it on this board. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm just going to play with this before we begin. I am going to go out and warm up. I'm going to play with this one. Let's see how we can. Oh my God, I'm so crooked. Okay, hold on a second. Just want to just flip my camera. I just want to hold on a second. I'm not too sure who's here. How are you, Jean-Marie? I don't know. Jean-Marie Bless. How are you? Good evening. Yo, how are you? FF. I don't know what that is. F, yo. F, how are you? F, good. So I'm not sure if F is a name or whatever. What's going on here? F, yes. So okay. Somebody wanted to come up, right? Just give me a minute. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and bonsoir Pascal. Comment ça va? Tu connais-tu le F là? Parce que quand le monde il dit F, puis il dit il fait des mots avec comment ça va avec le E à la fin, c'est comme des niaiseries. C'est pour ça que je connais pas. But just give me a minute. I just said that in French. Just give me a minute. Uh, okay. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm just give me a sec. Oh, I gotta plug something in. Got a few things to do. F is there's something on your mind you'd like to talk about before you come up? What are your questions? Please write them in the comment section, please. I am warming up some tea. Warming up a little tea. Pascal, tu connais-tu F? Okay. Now, F, if you want to come up, I usually like to ask everybody if you have a subject at hand. Is there something you want to know? Have you ever been on the channel before? Do you know what this channel is about? Good evening, Chris. Good evening, F. 2 more minutes. I think I'm going to play this little song here just while I prepare. I always take my little break. Do, 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 do. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which song I'm going to put on because I want to take that 2 minutes. Do, do, do.
Here's a rough draft of your song, blending your thoughts into a rhythmic and lyrical form. What do I want to know? Tick tock, the clock never stops. Telling me to send hearts, telling me to drop, telling me to share, telling me to sign. Every word checked like the tame in my mind. Was it like this 80 years ago? New words, new rules, what do we really know? History whispers, but does it repeat? Or are we just numbers marching to the beat? What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? 3 by 3 time turns in its dance. Zodiac shift, is it fate or just chance? The chicken lays eggs, the cycle repeats. Numbers and patterns beneath all our feet. Am I old or just wide awake? Are my thoughts too deep or is this all fake? I've heard stories, I've seen the signs, but tell me, have you opened your mind? What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? Hi, I'm Mr. Topaz, here to explore anomalies, questions, and so much more. So tell me now what's on your mind. Let's write the song of the undefined. Now, for the visual representation, I'll generate an image reflecting these themes, questions, anomalies, time, control, and cycles. Stay tuned. What do I want to know? Who's pulling the strings? Is it the church, the state, or the kings? Are we just cogs in a system so grand? Or architects shaping the lay of the land? Hi, I'm Mr. Topaz, here to explore anomalies, questions, and so much more. So tell me now what's on your mind. Let's write the song of the undefined. Now, for the visual representation, I'll generate an image reflecting these themes.
So what's going on? So what happened to F? F, are you still here? I'm ready to invite you up. Do you have that answer for me, please? Hey, Tresdak, how you doing? Casual chat, absolutely casual chat. Hello, Kenza, Rita. Has anybody got any questions? Was I rude? I want to try and be a little direct, and no one knows me and I don't know you, but this is what I want to do. This is what I think has to be done. We need a few letters out here, and I think that some of the letters would be RESPECT. Now, who am I? What logic do I have as an entity that I should understand what this word is? Did you eat meat today? Did you eat veggies today? Did you respect your body today? Did you respect everybody around you today? Did everybody respect you? What was your reaction? Respect. Your logic, my logic, the earth logic. You know, the earth don't care, eh? Pushes up right from the ground. You told it to stop, don't grow. The roots, whatever it is, the weeds, always on the way up. Take them out, on the way up again. Maybe the same one. Maybe the same weed just keeps coming up. Maybe they all know each other, right? So divine, you know what I'm saying? Might be the grapes. Sometimes if I think of grapes, I like to think of number 20. That would be 2 strikes, but I think I'm going to have to get a spare and a strike to get a 20. So a spare and a strike. That would get me 20, right? But now you have to get a spare and a strike, and now the next frame is going to count in the strike frame, but at least in the spare frame, you end up with 20. You had 3 rolls of the balls. You used up 2 frames, so you got 8 frames to go. But with the 8 frames to go, one of the frames has an extra 2 rolls in it. Well, it doesn't really have 2 rolls in it. It's a misconception or understanding. You have a possibility in the 10th frame of bowling, right? Hold on a second. Right? To get 3 strikes. So you get to roll 3 balls in the 10th frame. So what you do is you get 9 frames, right? And you 2 balls. That's 18. And when you get to the 10th frame, right, you get to roll 3 balls. That's 21. Wait a second. Wait a second. You can roll the ball 21 times. But if you do roll the ball 21 times, this is going to be your score. The smallest score that you will have in bowling, rolling the ball 21 times, is going to equal to 30. Ten pin. 10 frames. 2 balls per frame, pending a strike only one roll is taken. Now, you can roll 0, okay, or 18 times 0, okay. But when you get to the 10th frame, right, you have 3 rolls in the 10th frame, 3 balls, okay. That is, if you get a strike and a strike and a strike, you need 3 strikes for that to happen, right? Wow, I just saw that number today. Flips me out sometimes. So, is this backwards? No, okay, okay, okay. Hey, 3 times 10, 30. Now you're ahead of the game. Let me see this. 3 times 10, So Madame Curie is one of the things. 3 times 10. So the lower house is what is 3 times 10? 1/3, 31, 13, 3, 1, 3. Um, I'm just trying to think. So we can do a lot of things. The thing about this is when you come to the 10th frame, if you roll all strikes, right? If you roll all strikes in bowling, right? 12 strikes, okay? 12 strikes versus, okay, versus what is 9 spares, okay, with a 9 on every single spare, and in the 10th frame, okay, you get 3 strikes. But there's a reason for the 3 strikes in the 10th frame, and the reason is we start from the 10th frame and we go backwards. We start from the 10th frame and then we go backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6. So when that happens, the 10th frame, we have 30, right? But when we get to the 9th frame, what do? It's like starting the whole game over again because we have to start with creation, and that's 30. But there's something else we can do also, right? If I started really backwards, okay, I'm going to put 30, okay, into the 12th box, right? I'm going to put 30 into the 12th box. That doesn't work out. I just said there were 21 boxes. There are 12 strikes, right? There are 12 strikes. So the reality is when there's a strike, only one is used. But yet there are still 3 boxes in that frame. So could I not just write 30 in the 12th box? And then in the 11th box, I would write 60. And in the 10th box, I'd write 90. And in the 9th box, I'd write 120. That's a completely different game. The 9th frame. So if I started out in Pisces, I went into Aquarius at 60, my trinity goes right here. What is 1/3? Hold on a second. What is, let me see, what is, just let me try to figure this out. What is 1/3 of 90 and what is 2/3 of 90? 1 in between, 2 equaling to 3, reverse alphabet are all 9s. This is how much more than this. If this is the birth, how much more is this by the time we get to this area? Right? Look what happens here. The 12 of Pisces ends up at the birth. The birth ends up opposite of Capricorn. Let me go on. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm just fooling around with this. Oh, well, they say no one's here. I was looking for some smart talk. I was down by this other channel that I can't read the name. Is that extra cheese? I'll take some extra cheese on my pizza.
Yeah.
I saw you on the other channel.
Oh man, he was.
So I listened to, there was someone at the top there. I think they were pretty much right on. I think you were pretty much right on. I think everybody was right on. I don't know what the discrepancies were. They wanted more references. I can understand that. But yet I know everybody is very impatient, and the references people use has to be very, very, I'm not sure how to show it off because my references are high strung. If I want to find a number, right now I'm just looking at the magic square to Mars. I'm just trying to look for the anomalies inside of it. I'm going to most likely shift over the numbers also, but all these prime numbers and all these numbers, they're wherever they are. There's a reason why they're there, and there's an algorithm or a road they have taken. Like it doesn't matter what the number is. If you say the number 4, right? First of all, is it 2 and 2 4? Is it 3 and 1 4? Is it 9 and 4 13? 1 and 3 4? You know what I'm saying? And then is it a 3 number 4? And then in what range is it? Because 4 13, what 22 31, and that's where the month is, right? The month runs that way. That's that one thing about the algorithm about 4.
I didn't think about that.
It's happened 7 times. But the 3 does not. The 3 only happens 4 times. There's more 4s than 3 in a year. Right? And DC, Marvel Comics, DC come together all the time. They are the basis for everything. And when one is the feminine, the other is the masculine, whether it comes in with 36 or 54. The reason I say this is because the reverse of 36 is 41, right? And then the feminine and the masculine is 63, but the feminine is 54, and the 4 is the opposite of what is 36. Do you follow me with this? I can write it out.
You said
Just look at it this way. The numeric value for the feminine, okay, like the Aries canal, right? That is number 54.
What?
It's the same numeric value as the Q.
$54?
Well, what do you mean by opposite? I mean, on
The
the cube,
reverse. Sorry, the reverse.
on a cube. I mean, based on what algorithm?
The same one that the 36 was the opposite of the 41.
Okay. 23 or 32, 2 3 or 3 2. It's the
23.
association of the communication of the divided house.
Very true.
A is with BC and BC is with D. What is the association is after the death. Before the Christ, after the death, before the Christ is what the association is where we are right now.
54 is 32.
The association right now is this number. The 7 and the 4 is a very highly touted number. And when you multiply 9 times 7, it equals to 63. When you multiply 9 by 4, it equals to 36. And it just so happens that 7 times 7 and 7 plus 7 equals to what is 49 and equals to what is 14. What is 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. What is 14? 1 and 4 is 5, equals to what is 5 and 4. It equals to the masculine part in total equals to the feminine part in the addition of the single areas in the math. The feminine and the masculine come together by 7 times 7, 7 plus 7. So that's 7. So what is 7? If you listen to what everybody says about the 7, for those who understand 7, the next step would be to understand where we find number 7, right? Not only as a word and a word associate, like inside of 7 is part of Eve, it's part of 11. Eve is an association of the night of before the birth. Is that correct? The Eve, Christmas Eve.
Oh, true that.
Eve, the V letter, is a 5 letter in Roman numerals. It is also the reverse alphabet of what is the 5th letter. V is the 22nd letter for 1/4 of the constellations. I'm just thinking that within the V of these connected constellations of what is 22, the trains, if you remove the trains, we would have what is, let me think, 9,
First class
18,
ticket.
22, 22, 22, take away 4. Yes, we were going to have, and I hate to do this, I don't want to use 22. I want to use 26 overlap. But without the overlap, that in the counting of 22, I'm just trying to figure out which way to go with this. Okay, I'll do it this way. 8 and 4, 12. In the 14th area of 22 is where the trains are.
Second class ticket.
I don't know if it's the trains keeping us in.
Ego.
These trains. And I wiped a lot of stuff off my, all my stuff is upside down lately. I wiped a lot of stuff off to find it, and now I can't really find anything. But, okay, so is this it? No, that's not it. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, this one's a real board. Yeah, that's a real board. Okay, I'm going to use this to start with. So when you start off at go down here, let me see. When you start off at go down here, right? I mean, you can see go is over here, right? Now, there's a lot of things to look at. You can see the train here. You can see the train there. So the train is 5 from go, okay? But that's not really the truth, okay? The train is the 6th property. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6 is 12, equals to 10. The place you stand, unless you stand from around the corner. Then we can sing the song, coming around the corner. This one over here is 12 and 13. It's 12 plus 1. Do you know why?
No.
Because you're alive and paying the debt wherever you go. Because you took the place of Moses. This is the 40 days around here. Every roll you get to move. The maximum of 12. 1 for every tribe, perhaps. 1 for every hour. 1 for every zodiac sign. Perhaps 1, right, for the 1/5 of the time on the clock. But the thing is, each corner is square. Every property is rectangle. This is where the 22 comes in. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Stop. Start again. 22, 22, 22. 88, 022. The same number Trump had for the election. This over here is 12 and 13. The bar mitzvah and the batz mitzvah. This number over here, number 28, 29, the end of the feminine cycle and the beginning of the new cycle. Waterworks and electric company plugged me up to the moon. By coincidence? Not only that, this is not only 1213, but this is Earth is number 52. This is number 52 and 53. Do you know what 53 is?
New beginnings.
When you connect to the 1010 system or the direct center,
Progress.
right? When you connect to the center of the number, add everything up to 1 or 10. So if you're over here at number 12, it's also going to be 52, which is Earth. But if you count from the point you stand, right, of who you are, it's number 53. 53 connects to 57.
Clarity.
57 is electric company, the moon, and it backdoors Heinz. It hooks up the entire system. This one and this one here. Mathematically, I'm talking about, and in Monopoly, because this is number 12, right? What if I told you it was number 52?
Number 52. Yeah, that's driving force, the moon.
Celestial. Do you know why I told you it was 52? You know why I told you that?
I don't know.
But now it's 92. But why am I changing the number all the time?
Well, because they're in resonance? Because 92 is 4, but that's 3. 3 and
No,
4
you're
is 7.
actually right. You're right you're right in a way that you don't even know. Let me explain it. The board is 40. If you're at 12, your next way around back is 52. You go back again, it's 92. You go back again, it's 132. You go back again, it's 172. You go back
Always
again.
2?
Always by 40.
Oh, that's why you'll always end up at 2.
It's always by 40 to go back into the same position you started. That's why Moses went nowhere. Because he knew if they walked the 40 days, they'd be back where he was.
That's why 52 is stillness.
50, when you count, don't stop. Don't stop and say, okay, I'm on number 51. No. Every number is more or less part of a slice, because there's a few ways to look at the numbers, right? Meaning that you're at 52, but you're also at 51, and you're also at 53. You will also be from 53 to 54, pending which way you're going, and you will be at 52 to 51. Always packages of 3, and always knowing that the next one coming and the last one that was before it went away, what was. That's your cycle.
But doesn't it come back?
5 by 3, 15. That's your harmonic cycle. 4, 3, 2 runs between the two fire signs. Yeah, it comes back again, yes. Yeah, it just repeats. When it runs by 3, it repeats. This one doesn't run by 3, it runs by 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4s. The train track and the corners. Also noted to be what is Capricorn Leo. Also, it is a replica of how the Aztec and how the Tzolk'in calendar work with the Aztecs. Why do I say this? Because from this corner to this corner, it's 10, 5, 10, 5, Capricorn Leo, all the way around the headstone.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
And then when you check out your community chest and your chants, take a look at the word C, C, and C, 3, 3, and 3, 33, and 3. And then you have the one train, which is a short line train. It's not a railroad. There's not 4 railroads in Monopoly. Although in the card, they will say your railroads. But when you read them, one of them says short line without having the railroad after it. Also to note that Go is going to be 81, which is going to end up to be Venus. And this one here, okay, has no DNA inside of Go. Go is number 22. Every single row is made up of 22. No DNA.
Helium?
Where do I get this from?
Helium?
Helium?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, because go is number 22, 7 and 15. They're both the same ball and they're 8 apart in the game of pool, right? The second thing about this is they equal to 22, which is 4 parts of the board. Next, go is for ape, okay? P in between AE hold the 3 gates as P is the 16th letter. 1 ONE equals the 34, 3 and 4 is 7. The reverse of what is 1 is 6. SIX equals to 52 is 7. And 6 and 1 is 7. Now, when you say number 81, because you go around the board 41, around the board to go 81. When you get to 81 in French, it's 81st. They do not say a. When you get to a number 1 in French, they say a. The et letter can be explained in the definition. Sorry, from French to English, et is DNA. Et 2 letters to 3 letters, 2 to 3 and 3 to 2 and 1 to 2. The association of understanding A and B, understanding Taurus, understanding Aries, understanding why did the rat push the cat off the ox just to become first? And why did the cat turn into a tiger? And why do the astrologists discuss whether or not the fourth zodiac sign is not the rabbit, but it's really the cat? Yeah, well, that's what they talk about. See, so every single story is a skeleton of the reality. It's a skeleton saying, here are a bunch of pieces and parts. Go and get what the missing pieces are. It's just like when they do the digital clock. If you take a look, nothing is connected. Even the pixels, nothing's connected. They have to put layers and layers and layers and layers. And you hear me. It's so beautiful you can hear me, but you really don't hear me. Your eardrum knocks you. This happens, that happens. Something happens, but something's happening all the time. And for some reason, you can do the HEAR thing, But did you know inside of Earth without the T, it's a here? Right? The numeric
Why do so many people not have one?
HEAR without the T. So Earth is number 52. To here, it's 32. Here goes along with Leo and the pig. I don't know why, but yeah. Meaning that EARTH is Earth, right?
But we
Because in the word Earth is the word ear. And in the
heart.
Oh my God, I just found something very important. Wow. Wow. Let me just see this. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, check this out, because there was a Bible thing spoken. You want me to tell you what the Bible thing was? It was, first of all, ascendant. I can't really read exactly what it is. Do I have it still here? Because this was really cool, because for the first time, I noticed something.
Questions anomaly.
Hold on. Yeah, I had a whole thing lined up to talk about the disciples and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm questioning their numerology, their birthdays, and they're starting to say things. I'm starting to see a different way now because of the perhaps the first initial of each name, perhaps of what their fathers do. And every time they mention father, because every time you mention what their father does, the value of father is equated with the vibration, the healing vibration. And the reason for that is not only the father, but also the mother and the brother, and even the aether. And now I see it's in the word earth as well. And what that is it's the association of THER in all the words. So I no longer have to use any of those letters to balance off the difference in their numbers. Now I can use just the reduced letters that are left over to see what's going on. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like the difference between father and mother is just M-O and F-A. The difference between brother and father is B-R-O and F-A. But the difference between mother and brother,
B and M and O.
it's B, R, and then the other one is just M. So the brother, okay, the mother, right, takes over the communication system and the brothers split up. Do you know why? Because of the other. That's the mother and the brother. Do you follow why I say they split up? Because it became one letter and two letters. One became a 54 reverse alphabet. The other one's a 27 reverse alphabet.
Yup. Okay. Wow.
Do you understand? I mean, somebody has to understand, otherwise it has no value.
Nurturing and ambition.
The the HO is the energy that we'll connect by the breath to whatever we breathe, the aether. The L and Y is when you create to complete the 360. The L12, the constellation, the zodiac is the 12, made up of the 6 and 6, which is made up of, really, it's not 6 and 6. It could be what is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that could be the 12. It can be the 131. It can be the 131, the 131, the 313, to make up with I forget what the number is. But anyways, besides that, the thing about this is it's not only ascended. It's the thing is the word is this ascent. This okay can also be looking at as cinders, right? So the once the word has been sent, okay, it becomes the cinders after it goes through one's breath, because the communication is within the air we breathe. In this house I'm working with, yes, the oxygen, yes. So cent over here is penny, and here in Quebec, when they talk about the penny, they took it off the market. The penny in French is said le cent noir, which means the black one is cent. And then they talk about the funnel, and they go that antenne noir. Within 10, it is dark. And when you use certain words, right, in numerology and association, the plasma, I like to call it the plasma or occupied area space, is 555. Magic square Mars. I think it's Jupiter that works by fives, but there's divisions. Anyways, I don't want to get into that part right now. I'm just starting to understand it. Where was I? Wow. Yeah. So I was just looking, and just for the fun, go to my brothers. So the first part about the go, okay, instead was because it equals to 22, and it's both what is 7 and 15. So 15 is where is the vibration to go through the gates. Now, what is the gates? Okay, it's the power again. Why is it the power? Why is 7 the power? Where is these gates?
Leadership.
So the gates really in reality is, when we look at the math, it's 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 8 and 6. This is where the cube divides, and this is where the 7 arises. It's the 617 that we arrive on the 6th day. And then the day of rest is on the 7th day. We labor for 5 days. And then we have 2 days for the connected weekend. And then we have the hump day, the 3 and the 4 coming together. That's the hump day. But it's not really 3 and 4 the way it works. It ends up to be what is 3, 1, 3 to end the week on the Saturday, connecting the Thursday to the Friday and the Saturday. So yes, so back to the I really don't do anything to do with the Bible. I'm stuttering a little bit because oh, hold on a second. I don't I'm not I have to look if there's too many comments. I definitely better not talk too much. Just let me go back a little bit.
Massachusetts.
3 times 10. Massachusetts, Mass. Wow, Mass is 33, 2. Mass 2, Mass 2, Mass 2, Mass 2, Mass 2, Mass 2. 11, 13, 6, 36, 45. 45, well, 45, if you're playing soccer, it's 45, 45. The pole station based on 9 is 45. Okay, when you have 3 poles, hold on. No, one side of a face is 45, a face of 9, a 9 by 6, 54. You had that right, Richard. Well, really, when I don't come out and say why, that is why, because I believe there's more than one reason why anything is anything at all. Um, V being 1/4 is, yes, okay, that's also interesting, yes, but it's not that it's might be the V that's being 1/4. Note that in gematria, where we only go to 7, the R, the I think the V and the E are all valued at 5. So we have 4 of them, it equals to 20. So therefore, because there are 4 of them equaling to 20, V would be 1/4 of that value. Another thing is, sometimes because V is the reverse alphabet of what is 5E, so depending on what level where we are, what will happen is we'll say number 22, but it's not number 22. We're talking about its reversal, which is 5. So if we went 4 by 22 is 88, but it's really 4 by 5 is 20. Also to note that once you begin speaking in your 20s, there's a little confusion when it becomes the French. The French, when they say 80, they will say 420 and then the number, whatever it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what's funny about it is when you think about it, they will say, I'm going to say it and then I'm going to explain it. Let's say they want to say 87. So they're going to say 87. And I'm thinking in my head, right? Because 27 is 27. 20 is 20. Set is 7. So when they say 80, they go 4 times 20. Now, when I hear 27, are they saying 4 times 27? Because that wouldn't be the same thing anymore. So it just saying changes the whole dynamic when you speak in French. I'm just looking down the comments right now, extra, because after I do this and show that, I want to you can bring up what you brought up on the other channel so we can maybe align. That's why I came on. I was looking for you. And I was also looking for the other person at the top. I just want to know, were you in agreement with that person at the top?
So he is an actor. When you left though, he showed me something that was really good. Like it was just about the interference patterns and how we have like multiple places of interference, but he showed me something that was a little bit off the way he showed it, and it was quite interesting though because it made me realize that the reason why I think we can be is because we have an odd number rather than like 6. We end up having a seventh or something like that comes through and creates.
Oh yeah, 6 is not like 7, not the same thing, and not in the games. So why did somebody said I breathe hydrogen? I have no idea what I breathe, but
Oxygen. But the oxygen is what is it, Jesus? Or he said it. He said, "I am your breath." Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
good. Yeah, that's probably that's really the truth. So when you say hydrogen, um, um, they even say the same word. I'm just going to play with some words. Hydro is electric. Gen is both the sun and the moon. Uh,
hmm.
the combination with Y, right? Why you might want to use Y over I is the Y is the 25th letter. 2 and 5 is 7. The I is the ninth letter. One is a cardinal, one is a mutable. When you're at divisions of 7 by the day, right? Everything divided by 7 is 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7. Does not include 3, 6, and 9. Therefore, we cannot use the I in this position and must use the Y in this position. The reverse alphabet is the B. We're talking about two houses. We're talking also about B for Mars, right? Actually, D is for Mars, B is for Venus. But I usually refer to once we get to Venus because the house is split, right? They crisscross each other between the two, between the two sort of bearers of children of Abraham. And the other thing I was working on was the proton, electron, and the neutron combinations earlier on. I just feel that I had like 3 months of 2 months of work I did to put away today. I haven't gone over yet. There are 13, so anything divided by 13 will equal 0.76923. It will it will have 3, 6, and 9, and I'll speak about that after if you ask. Mass. MAS is going to equal to 33, and mass will equal to 52. They also talk about 2 and 3 make, 343. What was that about 343?
You had said 313, and I've been coming up on 343.
You're muffled?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said I've been. You said 313, and I said 343 because for some reason I was given that number, and I don't know how it works because I thought it was pertaining to like the way that the body will like put the awarenesses. So it would be like a line of 3 and a line of 4, and then another line of 3, but it didn't make sense.
Oh no, that works. That works. It's 343. So this is one of them. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. But 21 and 343 is 364, which is 13 moons of 28 days.
Huh.
The 343 can be contorted. I think I might have the picture, but I'm just looking. I just going to remember. Yahuwah's oxygen 22.3, 66.9, 22.3, 11.125. 23 is communication. I'm not sure what to do with that. That's 66. You're going to connect at the I with 3 by 22. When I have 3 numbers, sometimes I'll work the 2 on the left, the 2 on the right. If there's a decimal of 3, I might look at it as the 3 might be continuous. And this answer over here is going to equate to in the 4th position, where 4 divided by 3 equals to what is 4 point, or 1.333.
1.333.
That'll be where your 22 is, but it'll be a dimension higher if I think if it's let me see, 22 divided by 3, yeah, is 7.333. So when you reduce this, right, it'll be 1.333. That's wow, you're meeting at the pole here. What was this? What was this? Why did you write this?
The 343.
The
It was
2.3.
Wait, 22.3? Oh, that was because you kept saying 22, and I know 22.3 was kind of where you were heading. I don't remember what triggered me to think that. Oh, because you kept saying the ticket, and I was like second class ticket, but it wasn't the second class ticket, but it was unconscious grace technically.
Okay, so when something doesn't work out and you get a decimal, one of the things to do, and you see, because I'm not a mathematician and I do not know where they use it, I do know how to shift levels. And they usually shift levels using 2, 5, and 10. One of the reasons they don't use 3, 6, or 9 is because 9 puts everything into the ninth position or leaves it the way it is. 6 will keep rotating everything at 3, 6, and 9. 3 will rotate everything at 3, 6, and 9. 1 will leave everything the same. 5 will chop it in half, and 2 will bring it back the way it is. So when I move it by the 10 position, that decimal will disappear. And I know when I do that, I'm going to be running by Capricorn in order to do that. There must be a reason to do it, right? Capricorn is the
If it's
association of the two houses.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about the decimal because if it's continuous, then like add another double, like a double it.
Or multiply it by 10 and just shift it. It depends where it is.
Yeah,
Because
because I was
they're
thinking
go
once you
ahead.
get to once you get the three, it would be 22 and then 33 because of the decimal.
But we don't even have to count. It depends where we're using it. And, if we're using it in the 10th house, yes. But sometimes a lot of people or a lot of mathematicians, whoever else, don't understand that 9 is 9. 9 is whole within itself. It's only in the association of creation that it is more to create. Because, I mean, if you don't put anything with something, then you have no creation. 10 is only the creation because of association.
It's only creation because of association.
Right. If we went back into the Bible, if you listen, when God created, right? At certain points, um, were there any tables and chairs included in this?
Not in Genesis.
No. Okay.
Wait.
Okay. Were there any rocks?
Rocks.
Yeah, because if there were
No.
rocks, rocks have minerals, right?
Yeah.
And there was some fish.
You said animals.
So then, even before we were born, everything was already here. Everything was perfect because you can make everything from everything that's here. We're the
True.
laborers, right? We're that S letter, that double S letter. We are that.
Procreators.
We're the cube, Rubik's cube, is the your clock in the house, right? With the 12 on the top and the 6 on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's actually 18, and that's the chai. The Hebrew's chai. It's luck. 3 times chai is the sun. Well, guess what? The cube reverts 3 times. That's 54. It's the sun cube, right? The center of the cube is 19. Well, guess what? Everything rotates back to 19. And 19 by 19 is 361. 19 and 19 is 38. The total is 399. 3 by 99. The birth at the seventh gate, 297. Why do I say birth at the seventh gate, 297? In a leap year, right? The only reason we get that leap year, and one of the things that goes along with the leap year, is we end up to get the equation of what is 3 by 122. Otherwise, the equation of 365 does not equate properly. There's only, what's that?
Oh, I was agreeing. I was thinking of 384.
Oh, that's a good number. Yeah, 384. I know at 192. It's parts of 64. Somebody was talking about number 64 before. Was that you?
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
64
well,
codons.
yeah, so 64 by 6 equals to what is 384? That's 192. So then it becomes 64 by 3. Elon Musk is 46, 64. And the reverse of that is Jacob's ladder, which means Jacob, the word is 31. Reverse of that, the short count, Jacob equals to 13. 1331, you know what that equates to? 11 times 11 times 11. It absolutely runs perfect. I just want to go through, I have a few more things to look at. Hold on a second. See, I missed a lot of comments. Whoever wants to say something, I'm gonna look back in a second. So this 64, right? You even get an 8x8 chessboard, and eights turn back into eights is 8. And in the chessboard, what I like is the pawns are all in the 8 rows, right? And then there's a free row, and they get to move 2 rows, which is 16. The 2 rows they move is a 4x4, 16 to the 8 rows in a line for the chess pieces, and that is how Abraham's house works. It's a 4x4, 16, a 4x4, 8, equating to what is the night and the day. And the night starts with Capricorn at the 300 to 330 markings. So that would be what is 10, 11, right? 3 times or 30 times what is 10 or 30 times what is 11. When you have 3 cubes, the cubes divide between 10 and 11. And that's where Capricorn comes in at midnight to 2. 120 minutes, put them in the penalty box. I'm going to just take, just give me a second. My hot water might be on its way to getting cold now. So I'm going to go get it and be back in a minute. So, yeah, so does anything make, I mean, I know whatever I say says something, but before I say anything, what does it?
Yeah,
Or should I say, what does it say to you? I know what it says to me. I don't have to really say anything. I didn't finish with my bowling yet.
earlier I was getting the understanding of like how in this cycle you were saying something about the feminine. Oh, the feminine and the mother and the brother gets 54 and the mother gets 27, but the mother had but what I was thinking was that then you said something about ascent, and I'm trying to figure it out because I saw in the comments somebody said Abraham, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking in terms of like elements, like periodic elements, and I'm trying to figure out which one it is because you said 54. I have to go look at it. 54 and 27, and then I'm trying to figure out what starts with an A. That
Argon.
argon.
And some of them, if none of them work, right, and you just have one letter, there's many things you can do with a single letter, right? But you can use a single letter if you have
Mhm.
M and there's nothing for M. Maybe it's because go ahead and search because usually, first of all, this is all a game, right? So I like to categorize things. I don't throw anything out. If there's nothing with M, I'll put M on the side. I'll go M is 1000 in Roman numerals. First of all, I don't even know why I want the M. What do you do when you design the M? Well, I put a 1 here.
Bruh.
Whoop. Hold on. Me with the M. This is the M.
Oh.
That's 4, 5, and 6.
45, 46.
It's 4, 5, and 6 on
Oh.
your telephone.
Okay, 46 is discovery. And
So
then
yeah, it's
5,
9/11 also. So it equals to 15, and this is what Saturn square is all about.
15. Extremes?
This is what Saturn square is all about. This 4, 5, and 6. It also says the Fed. When you play cribbage, this will get you 5 points. So then it tells you Leo, but it gets you 5 points by the association of 15, 2, and 4, 5, and 6 for 3 points. And if you have 4, 5, and 6 and a card on the side, you might end up with the 3 because you get to have a turn card on the side. So you won't just get what I said before, you'll end up with 4 and 2, and you'll end up with 6 points. So either you're the energy, the proton, the electron, and the neutron in association. 5 and 6 comes to life. In the birth, it's 9 and 5, 2 fire signs. But in the life, you end up to be an earth sign. Regardless, at 6, 6, 6, 6. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. 333. It's a pig's life. Why would I say that? The numerical value in base alphabet is 71. 71 minutes on the clock is 111 times 3 equals to what is 333. 3 hours and 33 minutes, we can look at that and say that it is 213 minutes. Is that correct? 213 is what is 71 by 3, correct? Well, yeah, for sure. The math is right. That's okay. Oh my God, Richard, you just reminded me of something. The American flag is equivalent to a chicken key tray. There's also things about the American flag that are equivalent to what is 2020 or 3030 or 22 and 33 right in the American flag. I'm going to try. I smell toast.
Grace and retreat.
Go ahead.
Walking. Sorry. So you're saying the 22 and then the 33, and so there's grace and retreat, and I keep thinking about the whole splitting mother and son and things like that, and so it's interesting because I'm thinking about how in this energy shift, they're saying, oh, it's better to just walk away and things like that. That's what the words are. They're saying to I lost. They're saying to walk away. There's grace in retreat, and there's grace in not saying anything. But the thing is, you're supposed to speak. So I don't understand that.
Well, I don't know who's saying all this, but I do know one thing. If you're speaking with grace, it's always time to speak when time is needed. But the thing is, I'm always trying to figure out. First of all, I have to put myself in a situation. I don't know where to put myself right now. There's so many things we're blocked right now from doing. We're not we're not allowed to help anybody anymore. I mean, meaning that okay, so you can still do it. I mean, you really have to look at your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? You really do today. It's very, very hard to do a lot of things. But let me tell you one thing. One thing right now that's very dangerous is what we're doing. Real talk.
I don't think it's so much not helping people. It's doing what you can when you but you can't expect anybody to help.
Okay, I was doing the American flag, right? But on the way looking for the American flag, I came up. Okay, first of all, before I leave this game, go all the trains. First of all, guess what? I said they were what? Where are they? They're 5 from the corner, right? But they're really all number 6s. This one over here is 6. This one here, 16. This one here, 26. The one down here, under here, 36. 6, 16, 1 and 6, 7, 26, 2 and 6, 8. The 7 and the 8, they're power stations. Why? Because 7 goes with 2, 9. 8 goes with 1. 1 and 2 is needed to come together before any creation happens. And that's going to be down here in short line is where creation happens, right here. And now this, right? That board is going away now. That board is going away. I just want to show this for a second. This is how the train works with the moon. When this is done, this is going to say 19, sorry, this is going to say 1, 10, 19, 28, 37, 46, 55, 64, 73. When you add these up, That's what it will equal if you want to do the work. Start. You see the word here? It says start. You see the word here? It says start or star. How about Tartaria within it? Right? Rope, Pope. So what it is 18, 33, 53, 54, 64, 73, 31, 23, and 1. 31, 54, 55, 20, 40, 54, 64, and the same thing all the way around. It's all tens, they all equal to 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, right? And you know, if this is a 5, and the Saturn and the Mars square is also, I'm trying to get it back, is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the Mars square is also a 5 with the center at 13. The center of this one is 14. Do you see this here?
Mm-hmm.
That's 14. This is a 5 by 5, 25. Check this out. I mean, I know it's, for me, it just trips me out. Look at this. This is the Mars Saturn square. Look what's in the center.
13.
Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Okay, that's the split of the moon. That's 13.5. Sorry, it's a split of the sun, a connection through the moon. 13 and 14 is the sun. 1 by 3, 1 plus 3 is 7. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 9. 79 is the mother. They're coming together in 2 different sets. So what is the first addition? 17 and 5 is 22, 32, 56, 65, 20, 45. They're all 65. This is a 65 magic square. This is an 11. This one's a 10.
11 and 10.
With 3 cubes, this is exactly the way it works. That's an 11. This is a 10. Oh my God.
Ideas and full self.
If I was athletic, what sport would I play? I like basketball. I like baseball because I think I know how to throw a baseball. I like to hit the ball. You know what I like about baseball is that each part of the 3 parts of the field are not the same. And I love that equation. That's I don't remember what it was, but I really like that equation.
1, 3, 4.
I like bowling because I really like to control the bowling ball. I wish I can skate, but I can skate. I just not so good at it. I also like football, but I like all the sports. They're all good. I'd probably go boxing, probably fight with the alphabet. I'm just looking through the comments. How are you? Bonsoir, monsieur, madame, Pascal. Je sais pas qui est ce.
Allô?
Hello.
Je voulais pas monter, là, mais.
Mais c'est correct. Pourquoi pas? La soirée est belle. Te crois-tu qu'il y a d'autres Français ici à soir?
Non, je pense pas.
Parce qu'il faut que je bâtis
Une
le foot
communauté
français.
française.
Ben, c'est sûr, on est à Québec, on peut tout prendre une bière à Saint-Jérôme ou je sais pas où, là.
Ben oui.
Ça, c'est ben, pas juste le bière, ça va être le soirée de jeux parce qu'il faut jouer avec tous les jeux pour savoir qu'est-ce qui se passe sur la planète.
Ah oui.
So what are the numbers for tonight? I'm not going to, I can't just speak in French, so I can just go a little slow.
It's okay.
Is there any interest in anything, a Bible, anything, anywhere? If you do, I'm just going to just go in to see where I was with the beginning of this. When I started tonight, I was like looking at somebody that was speaking about the Bible and an extra celestial something or other. Anyways, I don't remember. So they brought up, they bring up words and they talk about the Bible, and I'm saying to myself, all these words in the Bible are parables themselves, but the alphabet or the words they used from the Hebrew to translate it is a parable within itself. There is no translation from the original source without it being a coded message.
And they don't get it.
It's the English language only arrived about 500 or 600 years ago. The cube was here before. 36, a circle, was here before. In fact, this is the reality of a circle is this. The rest of the circle here is the energy that passes between one side and the other. There is no circle. If there's a circle, it's because you went around the solid of my arm. How do you make a circle? I mean, I want to know how anybody makes a circle. Oh, actually, you can blow a circle, right? Like, have you ever seen a tire? How they expand a tire? They put some kind of gas in it and then they explode it. I think they call it the Big Bang. Do you know even in the words the Big Bang, the words itself say it was created from an energy? The reason for that is 72 and 35. 7 times 2 is 14, the letter N. 7 plus 2, the letter 9, I. So now you have IN, right? The 7th letter is G. You have IG. The second letter is B for big, BIG. The W is win big red. So I don't know why it says it that way, but what is big red? What would the red be?
Root.
But it says win big red. So anyways, the other number that goes with it is number 35. And when you connect 7 and 2, two numbers that go with 7, 2 is 38. And that's an association to 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. And that's your base creation through Aquarius. The other one is number 22, which is the 8. Why? It's 2 times 2, 2 plus 2. Okay. And that is going to be Scorpio. And you get Gemini and Scorpio coming together. Now, where do I get this? It comes from right here. I read it off of this. Over here's a 4. Over here's a 3. So far, you see nothing, right? I forgot how to explain this. Can you tell me where I was?
4 and 3, 7.
Okay, no, the 8 and 3. Oh, yes. Okay, the poles. Okay, the poles. Okay. Have has anybody heard of the master numbers?
Yes. 33, 22, 11.
Okay, and you do know where they're from, right?
Numerology.
No. I mean, you know where they came from, right?
No.
I don't know if I should give you the front part of it or the back part of it.
Both.
Yeah, I'll do it this way.
Baruch. Show. What? Mother.
Okay, so check. We're going to take the 7. We're going to take the 7, okay? Here, 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 and 4 is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 and 4 is 7. 2 and 5, 7. 1 and 6, 7. So far, so good. 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do we need to create 9? A 2.
2.
What do we need to create 9 with the 1? An 8.
1. 8. Oh,
So
8
the
and
3
3.
and
Got
4
it.
here, okay, is what we connected together. So we got the 7 and the 2, the 8 and the 1. Very good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we have the 1 and the 6, okay, do you follow that? 1 and 6.
Mm-hmm. 7.
The 6 is with the 5.
Yeah, 6 and 1. Got it.
So now I'm going to make it a little bit easier. Now that I made it a little confusing, what I show you next should unwind what I showed you now. I'm just trying to figure out where that cube is. Okay, here it is. Every single side, it's Rubik's Cube. Every side is 9.
Yes.
Every
Wait.
side is 9.
9.
How you doing, Mark? So, Mark, you should be easily be able to understand this then. Do you want to come up? Because it would be fun, somebody to understand it quicker than me. Or Mark is gone. But anyways, any side is 9. I mean, I know you know that. We did this already. So just say yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you believe me?
Yeah.
You see 9 separations here?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you see 9 separations, do you see 3 on the left? And 3 on the right, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say this would be the same, 3 on the left and 3 on the right?
Technically, yes.
So there's nothing in the center. Now you would see 3 above and 3 below, technically.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, there's 8 that goes around 1.
Yeah. Well,
I flip it
but
over
it's
this.
3.
What's
3.
that?
Well, I said, yeah, but it's 3. 8 is 3.
What are you talking? I'm not sure what you just said. Can you say that again?
Oh, because you said there's, well, if you take the small 6, there would be 8 around 1. But then
Oh
I
no, we're
was,
not talking about numbers here. I'm just talking about areas.
oh, okay.
I'm not talking about numbers. No numbers. Just areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 areas.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
So we have 3 areas here, 3 areas there. We also have 3 areas above and 3 areas below. That's 12. Plus we have the area in the center is 13. But we only got 9. So it's because one of the things is when you're awake and when you're asleep, on and off. Right? Time cubes. So this is what it is. There's 9. So if I show you this 6, how many are not here in the center?
1, 2.
How many levels do we have?
3.
Why are you having a problem not seeing what is on here?
Because that one's off.
What do you mean by it's off?
It's off the die, so like it throws it a little bit unbalanced.
Okay, what's off the dice? I'm trying
Teeny
to.
tiny die.
Why do you say it's off? Just help me understand.
Oh, because it's not as big as the other ones.
Oh, it doesn't have to be.
I know.
Just same thing. I'm just talking about area space, and I mean, can you count how many dots are here?
Yes, there's 6. 3 top, 3 bottom.
Right. Is there anything in the center?
No, not
Do
dots.
you think anything can fit in the center?
Space.
Is there as much space to put another row of dots?
Not the same size, no. Well, yes, there is.
Well, if I turn it this way, there definitely is. You follow me?
Yes.
So if it's this way, there's two up here that you don't see when I turn it this way. So if you have this, how many are not in the center? All I'm talking about the whole up and down
And
everywhere.
not in the center, I would say 2.
Okay, how would you say two? That would imbalance the cube.
Because there's 9.
Yes, so
There's 3, technically, yes,
there
3.
you go. Well, technically, that's all you can put with this. That's all there is. And this side would be
There would be 9. There would be 8 around it.
8 and 3 is 11.
No way. I can't count.
Okay, first
Okay.
of all, you're absolutely right. It is really technically because when I should be able to come here and say, when I walk into your house, okay, you walk into my office and I give you a key. No, I walk to your office and I say, I have this cube here. It's blank. I'm going to give you a blueprint and I want you to print on it. I'm going to tell you there's no more than 9 areas. Place me 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and equally as much space in the center empty, but put nothing there. That when this cube is finished, there's going to be 9 on every single side. I'm going to ask you a question. You can be good at math or bad at math, get a calculator. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But normally, everybody should get the same answer. This is what I do. It's all about what is fair, honest, or you can't cheat. This is about before you build any machine, right? Before you get into a plane, they have to pass my test. It's pretty simple. How many dots do you see? Help. Celestial. How many dots? Tell me one, please. Celestial, are you still there? I don't want to do this alone. It doesn't serve any purpose. Celestial? You're there? You're not there? I'm going to change the game.
I was on mute. I said 1. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
what?
So,
Then I kept saying numbers because I was like, okay, I guess I'm looking at the whole picture.
so there's 1, right? So how many
Yes.
did I say is on every side should be here?
It should be 9 on every side. There's only 9, but
Okay, so
there
if I
should be
take away 1 from 9, I get,
8.
and if you take away 6 from 9, you get,
3.
right? So 8 and 3 is 11. Did you how many, like all the numerologists out there who do life path and master numbers, how many of them talk about that?
Nobody really talks. I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of numerology people.
And this is number 5, right? And how many are missing from 9?
4,
And how many are missing from 9?
7,
7 and 4?
11.
11.
No way.
So when the cube is sitting this way, there's 2 poles on the same side. That is 22. When the cube is sitting this way, up and down, that's 11. 11, 22, 33, the master cube. There is one more 11. The next one I'm going to show you is the 3, 6, missing 6, missing 5, and that's 11. This is the 44 master cube of Abraham, son of Isaac. Ishmael runs between the houses. 44 is Abraham numerically. 33 is Isaac numerically. Check this out. Pretty cool. Numerically, okay, this is Abraham. This is Isaac. You want to see something that's cool? Is this becomes Ishmael.
7.
Do you know why this becomes Ishmael? Ishmael is not 7. Ishmael's 13. But you want to know how he becomes 13?
Yes.
Because the lower house is 3, 4, 7, but the upper house is 7, 6, 13. And Ishmael is 67 in the water, the beaver, the nickel, the soul, part of the soul.
Yes.
The breath comes from Isaac. The life comes from Isaac. The cube added in is Jacob running up and down between the transistors, inside brother, mother, and father. Okay, and earth is all what is THER, holding the vibration, but not in the sister. The transistor, the transformation, the movement amongst the moons, Mars and Earth association.
You said that something about DNA wasn't in one of them
Yeah,
earlier.
DNA
And
is
then
not
you said,
DNA is not with Venus.
yeah. But then
81.
81? 71, 81.
So that question comes like this. Because when we do meet Venus at 81, if we're looking at Monopoly, but if we're not looking at Monopoly, check this out. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 minutes is 1 hour and 21 minutes, which looks like 1111. It is the lower and upper house between what is this. One is the running cycle of 7 months, 4 months of 1 month over here. I just lost a number in my head. Why I said that. Just give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's hard to keep up with all the information. Just give me a second. Yes, so Venus is also noted to be what is with square. Oh, yes, because when they say 81, they have to say 4 times. So it's almost like splitting things into quarters because of that. And when you do that, this is when we have to think about Aquarius. Because within the word of aqua, not only is it aqua, but it's also water. It's also relevant within the birth, according to games. The 9 horse is that turquoise color when it's a saddleback. I use games to find out everything, where everything is, because they need us in order to be the laborers. We need to know the bare truth, and it's all hidden within the games. We have to have that phantom knowledge in which they think. You follow what I'm saying with that? That phantom knowledge is not knowing that we know, that we
Yeah, inner
always
truth.
knew all the time.
Inner truth.
The inner truth, yeah. So yeah, that 121. So the 121 is what the sky passes. It's the feminine. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2. That equals to 5. That's BCE. When you have 2, 3, 5, double it up always. Times 2 divided by 2. Times 3 divided by 3. Times 4 divided by 4. The other thing is anytime you want to find a number, whatever that number is, just keep dividing it as small as you can get, and then multiply it by 2, 3, and 4, or cut it in half. See where it belongs. Just like the first thing I like to do is divide everything by 7 or 13. The lower house and the upper house. 7, 13. Right? I mean, everything is split by the number 10. Right? The lower house is -3. The upper house is +3. 10 minus 3, 7. 10 plus 3, 13. Or it's 11. 10 minus 1, 9. 10 plus 1, 11. 1 and 2 equals to 3. Why did I say that? For me, in this game we play right now, this is where we begin. The reverse alphabet of this mutable sign, Gemini, is going to be the 24th sign. I like to write a little bit. It's almost time for my bed. I haven't got much done tonight. I didn't do Saturn Square. I'm going to be back in the morning anyways. I'm just going to flip. Nope, I didn't want to flip the camera. I wanted to draw and guess. I forget what I was saying. Yes. So what it is 4 and 7, 6 and 5, and 8 and 3. Okay. The thing with these numbers over here, right? Oh, I forgot. I forgot about 2 and 9 is also in here. The thing about 2 and 9 is
God.
what's that? Is that
Oh,
uh,
I didn't know it was on mute.
is that the 9 here is there is everything is the 9. 9 is going to be every combination, right? And just to note that, yeah, I can't. I'm tired and I don't want to stay up and mix anything up. I used to be able to stay up. I'm just a little hungry. Maybe I should force myself or just take a break for a few minutes. But these things over here, right? So when you have 4 7 and you have the 3, when the 3 4 come together, the 7 8 come together. But there is no 7 and 8, right? These numbers over here, these two, right? That's where the power source comes in for the 88 constellations and the 77 power of the Christ. Where do I see this? Right? We've seen this before. I think I'm just going to maybe show that one piece. Right? I don't know why I'm just having trouble, and it's a good crowd tonight, and you're up. So what? Yeah, tell me what happened on that channel. I don't want to walk out like this. I'm just going to put something in my mouth and stay up. What happened on that other channel?
So he puts on a big show and he does this whole thing about how we are uh he's like, oh, we're black, and this and that and blah blah blah, but he doesn't realize that the thing that he's truly pointing at is, he actually made me feel like I was right about, he said something about terrestrials, and he was saying he thought that they were calling black people animals, but I think they were actually pointing towards dragons, or like dragonoid people. And that's what I was trying to get him to understand, that he was right about what he was saying. He just had the wrong hunch about what it truly was. Because when you understand, first of all, when you think about Christ, and forgive me for anybody who's religious, when you think about him, he was born of a virgin. The only thing that can do that is amphibians. Amphibians can have babies without, having whatever. And so that's what I was getting at when I was pointing towards it. And I was saying, I get that. And when you look at how somebody was talking about, one of the explorers came to America and they described a place where there was these terrestrial like beings, and he thought they were talking about black people, but I'm thinking they're talking about dragon people.
Well, you know what? I will
Sense.
tell you one thing. There's a few words that I won't speak about on here, and that's a tough word for me, because I will tell you one thing. The craziest thing is that the word. Oh my! Just hold on. I'm going to go check out my. I don't know why I'm not putting this on. I didn't want to face the camera for a second. I just want to just put it like that. NIGGER. All right. Would you want to hear the numbers on this? NI is
Yes.
number 23, 2 and 3 is 5. Oh, I should write it on the screen, you know that?
No, don't do that.
No. No, I don't mean that. I mean write the
The
numbers on the
numbers.
screen. But I did go into somebody's live, right? That had the word up, right? They had the word up, and I says, "Oh, I'd like to speak to you about that word." And I started doing it, and the guy started screaming at me. I didn't even start to talk yet. He's just started screaming at me, telling me, "What can you know?" Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff going on this place, but anyways, regardless of that, this is what it is. It's 23, okay, 14, 23.
Really?
Yeah. You know what that is, eh?
Prosperity and splitting.
It's 3737. It reconnects everything. It's the aether. They're running the aether. They're running the plasma, the communication center services, all through black, everything. You know why not brown?
Why?
I don't know, but I will tell you some numbers that go along with
Because
it.
because the
Brown
darkness
is
can't
reserved
flow.
for creation. Brown is reserved for the meeting between the two moons, the three moons. Brown is reserved for money. Brown is reserved for Mars. Brown is reserved for number 2 for the feminine. I know because you never faced the throne. Did you know that? You never faced the throne with number 2?
Yeah.
And men stand up facing the throne when they go. I only use, remember, this page that I'm on, I only talk about, it's a game mode. So you really cannot be wrong. And when we have the discourse between us, between the theories of the truth of where the numbers are pointing to, as little as saying duck, duck, goose. And when I think of the duck or the goose or the swan, I only think about number 2 and I think about orange feet. My whole place is basically orange here. It's the Aztec. When I started doing this and having the visions 20 years ago, that was my burnt orange, burnt offerings. And I don't even know which way to go. And Harley Davidson. And then I figured out that 4884 was that split. It's the Trinity, the bottom line Trinity. 4 is 1/3 of what is 12, and 8 is 2/3 of what is 12. This is our first connection to the zodiac signs, but irrelevant. It's just a connection to the 12. It just so happens it takes 1 plus 12 to equal to 13. So now you crown a king, and then every single number divided by 13 is going to equal or equate to what is, or a divisible of, multiplied by 2 of what is 0.76923, multiplied by 2, which is 153 blank, blank, blank. I don't know what it is, irrelevant to that fact that the 12th number divided by 13 will equate to what the difference is of what the first number is of 13. For example, 1 divided by 13 is 1 divided by 13. Hold on a second. 1 divided by 13 is 0.76923. So that means 12 divided by 13 is going to equal to 923.076, right? How do I know so fast? How do I know? Because I know the final answer. Now, if you went to, I can put it up in the background. Hold on a second. So maybe I can put it up here. Yeah, if you ever want to interrupt me, no problem. Just to let you know. Oh yeah. Okay, so all the answers are right over here. If anybody has any questions, Celestial, is there anything in the comments here that we're missing? Good evening, Forbidden. Sorry I missed some of your stuff. That's a flight code to the water factor. Okay, I haven't been in any of the conversations up here. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Oh, don't worry. The mystery of this entire planet has been already, we know it's been solved, right? We have that information. How much more further can we go than what we know right now?
It returns. It starts over.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like when I say this, it's for the game and there might be new numbers, and there are other numbers, and the reason we don't see them is because they're hidden within the terminology. Like if I would say to you tetrahedron, that's just a word, right? But it's 720. It's 720, and guess what?
Yeah,
it's not just 720. Okay, but it's the theft of 720. You want me to tell you why? The theft of 720. Because 720, if you would look at the clock, right? 7 times 6, 420. Plus the 20 minutes is 440. Do you follow where I'm going with this? The vibration. No. Sky pass, the vibration.
I'm still at the tetrahedron.
Okay, the tetrahedron is 720. If I switched it over to 7 hours and 20 minutes, that would equal to 440. That is the new vibration they use in music, 440. The reason I say it's sky pass because 440 of the 8 waning moons, 8 times 55 is 440, unlike the 432, which is 8 times 54, and that is where the sun cube comes in, right? The 55 is not in the sun cube totality. It's in the face of the sun cube. And the reason I say that is there are 6 sides, and every single side, there are 9. 3 times 3, 3 plus 3, 6 and 9.
So it takes out. Got it. We don't ever see it.
Yeah, and some of the stuff we never see is just like the V. If you want to talk about number 5, right, there's 2 things we can do, right? The V is the 22nd letter, but its value at 5 in Roman numerals. The reverse alphabet of V is E5. Right. The other thing, yeah. So
we see it, but we don't recognize it.
Right. There it is. Yes, we don't recognize it. And what's funny is I just told you about that word 555. Right. You followed. Well, you got that right. So the thing is that the 111 total of what is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 is the heart of 36 numbers, equaling to the heart of 360 degrees.
That's not our heart.
So 111, okay, what is it? It's that 360 or 36. When you add up 1 to 36, it equals to 666. When you remove the heart of 111, it equals to 555. And that's where that ERGEGIN came in. 23 is a residency like emergency room, where you have to hook up for the heart, right? The heart pump electricity. Do you follow what I'm saying with all this, how this connects? Yeah. And you just remember we have to raise Jack. Do you know why?
Why?
When Jack went down, did you know when Jack went down?
He fell.
No. Okay. Yes, Jack fell down the hill. I'm talking about Jack and Titanic in 1912. So we ran 88 constellation years. I need to write this down. Just give me a second. We ran 88 constellations from 1912 that Titanic sank?
We did?
Or is it 1914? I have to take that look.
I think it was 1912. But I didn't know we ran 88 constellation years. That's a big deal.
What year did the Titanic sink?
I think it was 1912. I'm pretty sure I just heard it earlier today.
April 14th, 1912. Oh my God, the day of double communication. Oh my God. 13, the 104th day of the year, replica of my birthday. 1/4. Oh my God, oh my God, that is crazy.
When's your birthday?
Well, 1 second. The 104th day of the year. 104th day of the year. The 24th of April. Is the 114th day of the year. Okay, there's an alphabet split. Okay, the revert 423, April 23rd is an alphabet split, okay? But the 414 is when the Quran, when the heart of Rubik's Cube shows up. And it's also the pig's pregnancy on the 114th day. And that is the 24th day of April, makes it 424. Okay, there's a crossover or a plank. Why? The reverse alphabet is 27. So if I go 423, then I go 424. It's connected. It's like the eve or the Boxing Day of that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, 115. Yes, so first of all, 115, first of all, this last year was very huge. The 131st day of the year, okay, is May 11th. 131 is rotation of the cycles of 4 of the moon. 131313. The trinity, the triangle that we use, when you get to the fourth one, everything starts over. When you work with 3, the fourth one starts over. When you work with 4, the fifth one starts over. This is where the feminine comes in, right? The 4-5. The male is the 3-6. The feminine is the 4-5. So if you take a look, 076923, this will be associated with Pisces, Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Sagittarius. 307692. So if you divide 9 by 13, the answer will be 692307. 692307. Because when you connect the dots, one with 12, 2 with 11, 3 with 10, 4 with 9, 5 with 8, 6 with 7. Every number that's missing has the total 9. 0, you tell me about the anomaly. Take a look at this. I'm going on a 2-minute break. So the lines are worth 5, right? The lines are worth 5. The dots are worth 1. Match 13. Connect all your 13s. Stop at this black line and stop at this black line. All this sign is by 13. This thing goes back a few thousand years, at minimum 4,000 or 5,000 years. Okay. This is the exact rotation of the sun and the moon according to binary changes levels. Binary changes levels on 6. That's why this ends on 6. Every duplication of numbers ends on 6. And when you duplicate to the 5th number, the 6th number will give you when you eat your tail. What is that called when you eat your tail?
South?
No, the Ouroboros or something?
Aurora Borealis? No.
No, it's Ouroboros or something.
Your tail.
Something says accept here. What was that? I didn't see that. Yeah, so I'm going on a couple of minute break. So I just invited Emilio up, but I'm going to tell you more about this in the background. I just want to say hello to Emilio. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I bet you Emilio is in. Okay. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so look at them all. Connect all the 13s, okay? But see, because this is 13, it doesn't mean we have to connect it the way I say we have to connect it. There's other connections. This is the base connection. And when you do have 13, there's other ways to do it in order to understand the combinations. For the same thing of ABC. ABC is not just ABC. You know, it could be ACB. Why do I say that? Well, what if I exchange the ABC, right, with 324, and then made it 342, and then made it 243, and then made it 234? And do you follow what I'm saying? It's the combinations of what I'm looking for, not really the ABC in its own. The ABC just helps me to categorize instead of using numbers, because we need to find a difference. And if I only want to use one digit or one emoji or one character, right? But I want to say more than 9, I'll put a letter, because an M is the 13th letter. So I'm going to get 2 characters or 2 area spaces within occupation of 1 area space.
Collapsing.
I'm trying to see yesterday we were talking about what was it? I3 Atlas? Did you hear that yet or no? Has anybody heard of 3i Atlas? Well, anyways, just take a look at this thing behind you. See what you can find. I'll explain it more. Oh, yes, September 4th to April 25th is 222. 2/22/22. So we have 1,461 days in the leap year cycle. The funny thing about that is the 5 extra days and one makes up for the 21 parts of the cube of the or 666 and 3 cubes, but it makes up for 21 parts of the cube, 21 days for the chicken to lay an egg. In 21 days, the chicken will lay 18 eggs. And oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to show you something about the American flag and the chicken key tray for laying eggs, how it connects together, right? Oh, yes. And we didn't talk about, I showed you that number 22, right? So number 22 comes out in Monopoly. 22 comes out in the cube. 22 also comes out, right? I don't even think I can do this, but I'll do it anyways. So 22 comes out like this. Oh, yes, 22 Sky Pass. The reverse of 22 is Sky Pass. The reason for that is the cube reverses 55 to 22. And 22 increases to what is 8, the 8 corners. Just trying to think where that other 22 was. Ape is 22. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. So, yeah, I don't remember what it was. Wow. 22, 22, 88. I'm just trying to think of the 22. Okay, we'll do this.
Wait, why would
13.
22 be chance?
13, 9, that's 22. 12, 8, no, hold on. 82, yeah, 12, 10, and that's 22. And this is 15, 7, and that's 22. Pretty good so far, right? And hold on a second. Oh, this will be 8, and this will be 14, and that's 22. So what do you think? What do you think about that this year that I just did? Does it make any sense, or
8 and 3 is 11, and then 12 minus
what would you put in the center?
4. I want to say 4. Wait, is it? No. 13, 20, 9, 18, 14, 13. Wait a minute. 11? Or wait.
Yeah. Now, can you recount all the lines? How did you know 11?
Because I see the 13 and the 12 on the ends, and then I see 14 on the middle, but then I see 7 and 8, and then I see 9 on the corner, and then it was either going to be, I want to say, oh yeah, no, there's 14, so yeah.
Yeah. So most of most of the magic squares, right? All of the corners, you just have to match them up, and usually everything is the same thing everywhere around. So if you take a look at the center, what do you get with your 22s?
Oh, wow.
Your
You
master
said
cube?
11. No
That's your
way.
master cube right there in front of you.
Oh.
But I know, have you ever heard of GG33?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's a couple of people, if I got to work with them, I can take this a little bit further than what they're doing, fooling around with all this stuff. They're just looking for the money. You know what? This is nothing to at the point I'm at now after over 20 years. This has nothing to do with money. Never did. Right? I mean, once we're done, first of all, we're breaking free. The ice is melting. They can't stop. One of the things that I have learned from this, because this is not only supposed to be about the numbers, not anymore, because now that I understand a little bit more about spirituality and and their resonance and all this, and I understand it.
It's
I
also
just
science,
right since I understand the
believe it
science,
or not.
I know that it's all real. I know there's way more in the house. There's way. Why does it say R is interested in the contacting creator? What does that mean? Does that mean somebody left me a message? I see that all the time. Does it just bugs me to just see that? Yeah, I want to take that 2 minute break. Let me take a look at something. Oh boy, I just got to do this. I'll tell you one thing. I'm a TikTok illiterate, and probably because I don't take enough time to. Okay, I'm not using any flair. Yeah, give me a couple of minutes. I definitely need to go get that hot water. And anybody that's got any questions out there, um, that's why I'm here. I mean, I'm here for myself, but I'm here for you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just, I don't want to spin around anybody, right?
Hmm.
If nobody's been, is my screen clear? Because I'm looking at the messages right now.
That's clear. We see you, but yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to see how I can
56,
get the.
65, 292, 47, 74. There's a lot of double numbers right now in the comments. I don't know what I missed.
Okay, so, and there's so many things that go on with numbers. It's just, I don't even know where I would start. It's just like so freaky. I'm just going to exit this piece here. I just got to check my T. Come on, exit. Why won't it exit? Okay, quit.
This
Okay.
message
Yeah, so I wanted to
you.
leave you with this, but really right now, I just want to do a peek at the floor. Okay, do a peek at the floor. Do do do. This has got to go slow. I can't go quick anymore. So, wow, why is it so dark in here? E
It's
is
not
interested
dark.
in contacting the creator. What does it mean? Who are these people? E is
I don't know,
interested.
but I've seen that twice.
Yeah.
Maybe they're contacting you right now. They're like writing you under messages,
Where?
or Mhm.
So yeah. So I'm gonna put that thing back on so you can look at it. I just wanted to put the binary code here. This is this is what Mars. This is what will happen with Mars. There is no 10 cents here. There's only nickels in this one. Unless you're paying for two. Here it's a 2-for-1 sale because there is no 10. There's only a 5. So I'm just gonna put back that thing in the background. Background. I'm gonna put this back over here, and I'm just gonna be out for just like 2 minutes. Where is my? You're sticking around on my 2 minute break or my 3 minute break? Think of questions. I'm 1,000% sure you have a lot of questions or something to say. And I've heard some of your stuff. It always makes sense. People will always knock us. Secondly, I like that when you stand up for yourself, they let you. When I stand up for myself, they throw me down. So I don't even bother with some of this. They don't want to listen to me. I walk away. You want it because it's you know what it is, and when we speak, it's not. It's is it for us that we speak? Is it part of the ego, or we know it's pertinent? We know it. I mean, I listen to a lot of people speak. I hear the pertinence, but people aren't receiving the message properly, and it's not 100% time yet. And we should never force anybody. But that's why this channel is here. Whoever wants to be here is here, and whoever doesn't want to be here just won't be here. I'm just sharing the. I don't know. I just need a break. I talk too much when I'm tired. Yes, so if you take a look, right, you connect the 12th one, 2 dots with 2 lines. You connect that one to the first one. That'll be 999. You connect the 11th one, 2 lines and 1 dot with the 2 dots. And you add those together and that'll be 999. Then you go ahead to the 3 dots, or number 3, and you connect it to the 2 lines. And that'll equal to 999. But these are not the only things that connect. There's other realities that are happening. This goes along with the 13 moons and the 7 days a week. I don't know how to do this. They're interested in contacting the creator, but I don't know how that works. Maybe take a look in the back here and see. Oh no, cancel. What is that here? No, here. What is this? Use the flare. Let me see this. I don't know. People are trying to contact creator. I have no idea what's going on with that. No idea. What's this plus 40? No idea these things. 2452, even light. Just give me a second. The hot water is coming. The hot water is coming. Okay, now I need a little tea. Little tea, little tea. I'm making a little tea. Give me a minute. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm coming. Okay. So the other thing that's going on with this is not only do they, hold on, I have to turn the camera back to the other side. Am I back? No, I'm not back here. How you doing, Celestial? Okay, so not the only thing is that is there's only 6 numbers in the answer. Regardless of what number you divide by 13, there will only be 6 numbers after the decimal. When you add up the 6 numbers, they will equal to 27, irregardless of which one you choose. I also like to say that I can use it for Aries. I can use it in association to the rat, the oxen, Taurus, Gemini. I can use it for the tiger, the rabbit, Cancer. I can use it for Leo. I can use it for the fifth zodiac sign, that's the dragon, because now we're in the snake, Virgo. It doesn't have to be Virgo, but in the game, Virgo is Virgo. The thing is, with numbers and with the zodiac, right? I don't know which way we're going. Maybe 1 dot is Pisces. Maybe 2 is Aquarius. I'm going to be 100% wrong and 100% right. So when I'm 100% wrong, then that means if I go the other way, I'll be 100% right. This is the division of 13. 616 for 13, or what is the connection of 13, creating the 13 sign? It takes both of 1 and 12 to equal to 13. But that's not the only 13. There's other 13s, right? There's 1, 2, and 10. There's 1, 3, and 9. There's 1, 4 equals to 5 and 8. Or I can just say Aries plus Leo equals to 6. I need Scorpio 8 to equal to 13. So I'll do all these combinations, add up these numbers, and see what's going on. I don't know all the answers. I'm doing this I've been all alone for 20 years doing this. So I'm looking for others to jump on board and create. This is all a game. Remember, this is only a game. I'm building this thing up. It is from the truth, okay, within my algorithm of life. Everything I know that I grew up with, that I faced face to face. Even as commercials on TV. Games, what's really solid is the alphabet. What's really solid are words like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's really solid, that really I'm not sure if they're going to change this, is gray and black and white. And 2 of my favorite colors, because of what happens, that when they add white, they change the whole color name. Red gets white, it's pink. Black gets white, it's gray. But if blue gets white, it's baby blue. And if yellow gets white, well, it's just pale. So now we're going to finish off with this side. And even if I didn't mention that the 1, well, that can be a cardinal sign, right? Because it's first, right? The first one, and the 4th one, and the 7th one, and then the 10th one down in Capricorn over here. These are all cardinal signs. The second one, or what is 2 divided by 13 equals to this. Now you're going to say, well, is it the 153 fish? Why is it 27? So big deal, it equals to this number. What is it supposed to mean? I don't have all these answers. I will tell you that this one starts with a G. It starts with OG, or says go. Go F. Go Phi. Go Phi BC. Go communication. This one over here, the vibration, the 153, this is part of Mars, the Mars system, 3 by 51. I'm just looking to see what's inside of us. 3, 6, 9, 2, 5. Okay, so if you take a look, watch. 3, I don't have to see any of the screen. I already know. 3, 6, 9. Then you're going to have 2, 5, 8, 11, or you're just going to see the 1. And then the next one will be 4, 7. The next one should be a 0, right? Over here, then a 3, because it's all that was. Now, if you look at the next one, right? 2, 4, 6. Let me see if that one goes in order. No, this one doesn't go in any order. Just the first one goes in order. You see that one here? There, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, 3, 3, 6, 6 go in order. See this one over here, the first number here, 0, 7, 6, 9, 2, 3. This one is only 2 times this one, right? Now the first one, the third one, and the fourth one, if you take a look, they're all the same numbers. 307, 692, right? 230, 769, 7692. 76923, 76923, 76923. And then when you move it out of my face, right, you'll see that it's also down here. When you match up the first one with the 12th one is the same number also. The second one is going to match up. See the second one here? It's going to match up to the second one here. But that second one is also going to match up to the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, and the eighth one. These are all the same numbers, different order. 3846, 384615, 384615, 384615, 384615. There's only 2 answers in here, just different orders. And when you look in the first box, the 0 is in front, no 0. The 0 is in the third position. The 0 is in the second position. A, C, B. No 0, no 0, no 0. 5, 6, 7, and 8 between Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. They're all in the same house as what is Taurus and what is, I think, Aquarius down here. Yeah, and Aquarius down at the bottom. So how should we look and associate these numbers? There's a few ways to associate the numbers. Know that they're the numbers from Mars. Why? There's no windows in here. When I say window, window would be an odd number, right? Now, when you have 7, 7 is not treated the same. Certain numbers aren't treated the same. I'm going to explain the number 7. How can I explain this? I don't know how to say it. Okay. Because of the ABC theory, 1 plus 2 plus 3. When you get to 4 equals to 10, 1 plus 0 equals to 1. I think it was Pythagoras, or I think that's what the name is, has a method that everything counts down in your life path to a single digit. So I use the same method. All the methods, all my math, everything I use has been used by the top mathematicians around the world who have diplomas. I don't do anything different than them. Everybody has been given prizes and awards for everything that I've already done, so I'm doing nothing different. I'm just repeating. Okay, I'm also just not repeating. I'm showing you what I see, what they didn't show you.
You said there's no 7s?
This what happens with the 7 is because 1, 3, 5, the 7 happens to be the fourth odd number, which might mean that the 7 might be first. And then they went 5, 3, 1. The 7 is your entry to 5, 3, 1. The fourth one is 10. Take away the fourth one, you're left with 3, 2, 1, 6 for the 60 minutes and 60 seconds for the 6 protons, neutrons, electrons, for the 6 parts of the cube, for whatever else. 6 by 12, 72 represents brown, represents the house. It also represents the vibration. The S letter itself represents the money sign, represents our cutoff vibration between the left and the right side. It's almost like that drill that you drill down. There's a line through the S, but it's not a dollar sign really, okay? It's because it's the left side of the house and the right side of the house, and that line could be the core of the turning spit that rotates the house. You might also want to look at it if you're looking at a diesel truck and the pistons or the crank, how the crank is working. Because I find I like to use the relationship on things that are working. I don't want to say what if and maybe. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go, your transmission in your car. I'm going to go, you have to double clutch. I'm going to say, while you're driving forward, turning the corner, your back wheels are in retrograde. You want to have the trucks come to town, the fifth wheel. We're going to pin up on the trucks and the trailers. We're going to add on a couple of tandems. The night is running dark. So I believe that a lot of answers to a lot of questions are out there for the project. And I think a lot of it is in the music that has been sung, and in the music, and their names like John Lennon. And a lot of things are getting lost in translation right now. Why? Because companies are being bought over. Some things are changed or whatever, but that's irrelevant, because every time there is a change, there's a new algorithm that's made, so it shows you what direction. I mean, they show you by making a change. It's like they're saying, "Oh, look, we're making a left-hand turn." Do you follow what I'm saying with that?
But they've already made the turn. I mean, they've already made the decision to make the turn. We're just now seeing it.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I can follow that. Yes. Yes. But what I'm trying to say is that when they send to us, they're telling us, because they have to tell us they're making the turn, right? Before they do it. You follow what I'm saying? You remember, sometimes it takes 3 months or a certain amount of months to get things done. Well, 84 days, 84 days, this thing here, 84 days. And then when you get to the pole, 91 days. That's April 1st, the day of the fish. It only runs for 720 minutes in that day. And I was doing a thing on 720. Yes, the thing on 720.
You said it steals from.
Yes. So I'm not happy I don't have enough pens. Oh my God. Yeah, so when I asked to help support the channel for those who are out there, one of the supports I'm really looking for is someone to just let me take this off the back. This is my first support I'm really looking for, is to save this here, up there. You buy the building, you get this, and you see this guy over here, right here? You see the hair here and the hair here? Do you see that on my screen? The hair here and the hair here?
I think so.
Yes? But you see the black here and the black here?
Yeah,
Top?
I see that.
Okay, now these two emojis that are here look like eyes. Then there's the black at the bottom over here. Looks like a mustache. Looks like John Lennon or something with hair on the side or something. I just saw it now for the first time. Yeah, so this is what I'm really looking to save. This is like the first thing. This is what I want to save. Somebody wants to get a building with this in it. You want to understand alphabet science. This is just a game. But in this game, I didn't start out to try and learn what the alphabet was about. It wasn't about that. Okay, hold on a second. I didn't read. Let me just go back here. Hold on. Whoa, lots of stuff in the comments. Hard to keep up and tell a story at the same time when other like-minded people are here speaking. 4774. Okay. 124857. Yes. What is the devil mess? Okay, so I don't really know what to understand the context of that, of those words. If I take it for what is, the is the vibration, the this is the teacher within the vibration, the sun that burns within the city of who we are, the EV, the electronic reception. Maybe we're not receiving or perceiving possibly in live what is life, where the 6 is replaced by the V5, the energy. When you exchange a 5 for the 5th, right? The 5 and 6 work together. They work by 1/5. There is no 7. The 7 is what is 1 1/6. We run on an empty tank in order to arrive on Sunday again. Maybe that's when we go to mess. Now you can actually take the M away and put N for Ness, only because that connects the alphabet, although it makes a different word. One is going to be connected with the male, the moon, the 3 houses. What the M does, the M does a few things, right? The M does this, and then it does this, and this, and this, and there's a gap in here. I'm not going to talk about that. But here it's 4, 5, and 6, and it connects this area here and this area over here. The 2 pools, right? We'll fill this up with water over here. Maybe we'll call it the motor. Maybe this will be in a motor, and there'll be pistons here and pistons here, and we'll be running that big old motor right over here. Maybe that's what it is. And that motor will power up this house and power on this house. And maybe we'll call it the ocean. You know, the ocean will power up everything. And then maybe we'll add in a sun, right? And we'll put that sun right over here, powered by the ocean, right? And then we'll have to control that sun. We'll add a couple of moons in there. You know what I'm saying? You know that the thing about the moon. Okay, let's play again. Thing about the moon is it runs a 28-day cycle, right? 3 times 28 equals to 84. Now the thing about the cube is the cube runs on 21. 4 by 21 equals to 84. So 3 and 4. The trinity